Morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, the 13th of May. So we're near the end of week 4 here at school. It's been a fairly big week. Yesterday, we had the fun run here for the students in K through to 2, and we had a good number of parents and family come along to watch, which was fantastic. The kids had an absolute ball after being rained out last week. We were just very, very pleased for a fine day to be able to hold that event. But we have a number of upcoming events on our school calendar. You can access the school calendar via the website, so I'd encourage you all to do that. So the first of those events to be aware of is our Sorry Day activities are coming up on the 26th of May. There'll be some information coming out about that shortly, and the NAIDOC events will follow fairly soon afterwards. Next Thursday, here at school, we have the first of the year's debating rounds. So our students will be debating another school. We have some sealed envelopes with all the topics, not allowed to open them until the day. We are connecting via Zoom though, rather than face-to-face. The planning period for this event was happening when things were all a bit up in the air, and Zoom seemed to be the safest option for us. So that will happen next Thursday. And the badge assembly for term 2 is written down for the 16th of June. And we'll have the same as we normally do, the K21 in the morning, and then the middle session will have the years 3 through 6. That's the week of the Queen's birthday holiday. But one of the big things that's coming up here at school is the first of our overnight excursions for the year. So normally we would have year 6, for instance, go to Canberra, and year 5 would go to a bush camp activity somewhere a little bit closer, and then the following year we'd swap so that each student gets the chance in their stage 3 time with us to go both to Canberra and both on the bush camp experience. But unfortunately, one of the impacts of COVID's been around the difficulty in planning with a lot of external venues, and that is going to impact stage 3 this year, meaning that both year 6 and year 5 are going to be going to Canberra, but in different times of year. So the first of those camps comes up on the 2nd of June, where the year 6 kids head off for the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday down to Canberra. Now, at Lethbridge Park, we make sure that everybody can go, and the school budgets the cost of that. But in the background, we get a good bit of support from the federal government. They have a scheme which is called the PACER scheme. So up on the screen now, you can just see I've got the web page. It's the Parliament and Civics Education Rebate. So it's the idea that the government would like all students to be given the opportunity to participate in a variety of educational programs with a focus on Australia's history, culture, heritage, and democracy. So the government recognises the importance of all young Australians being able to visit Canberra as part of civics and citizenship education. They will support us by funding part of our trip to Canberra under the Parliament and Civics Education Rebate Program. So they'll pay us directly, and that will offset the cost for the camp. But from a parent's point of view, you can have a look at the website there to see exactly what it's about. But from your end, it just means that you know that everyone gets to go to Canberra, that there's no cost to the families. And later on in the year year 5 students will be doing the same thing. The other thing I was hoping to a bit of a talk about today was our school uniform. So as you know, uniform's fairly important. We want to make sure that everybody comes to school dressed appropriately for the season. We don't want anyone cold or hot or anything like that. But also we want everyone to have the opportunity to be wearing their uniform proudly and to look like they're part of our crew. And we support the community quite well with that. If anybody struggles with uniforms, please approach the office and we can come to an arrangement. But it makes our world fairly busy. And on a given day, there could be a large number of parents in the office doing business, and then to work through the uniform provision on top of that can be quite hard. So what we've done is we've purchased a range of clothes in the same size from the same suppliers, but they're not uniform. So I think they might be navy, for instance. That means that we can help size the kids up to get the right size uniform. Payments can be made either over the counter, or in fact they can be made via our POP payment through the school's website. We'll hopefully be able to work with people between 8:30 and 9:30 each morning, and if you're in there at that time, we'll try to get a uniform out with you on that same time. But throughout the day, other uniform orders, they can come in via phone, via the website, or if you want to send a note in with the child, that's absolutely fine. And what we will do is we'll bundle them up and send them out at the end of the day. Now, the idea being that we don't have to be doing 20 or 30 different uniform transactions in one hit, because it can really slow the flow of the office down, and that makes it a bit hard for the office staff. But the other thing to mention is I've got in front of me, this is our school shirt. So you can see it's got the school logo on it with the dark green background, and then yellow shirt and yellow lettering here. Down the bottom, it's reversed. Now we realized that we had a supply that came into school that was actually reversed, if you see here. So it was basically yellow just with the green writing. So this is the correct uniform. This is the incorrect one. And it may be that some parents have the uniform at home that's incorrect, that we sent home without realizing that it was wrong. If you wanted to bring that shirt back, so if you bring one of these back, we will trade it in and we'll swap it for the correct one, no charge. It just means that everybody's wearing the same thing, because after all, uniform means we all wear the same stuff. So have a look through your washing pile and see if anyone's got the incorrect shirt, send them back to us, and we'll deal with the supply with that to make sure that everybody has got just the right thing. But other than that, Lethbridge Park, it's pretty much full steam ahead. Next week's week 5, so we're approaching the middle of the term, but still quite a lot to do on our agenda. I'd encourage everyone to keep up to date with our school website. That's where all the notes are on, and that's where you'll also find the calendar entries, etc. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.